A midday matinee with postseason implications here in Irvine. Arroyo Seco has been chasing a postseason berth in this last stretch, and they're nibbling at that wild card spot, still 2 games out and needing some help. Meanwhile, the Riptide have secured the 1 seed, and last night they kept the Saints season alive with a win versus the Barons. But now they'll look to end it at their home here in Great Park. Last Saturday of the regular season, we can't wait for this must-see matchup. It's Saints versus Riptide on the Arroyo Seco Saints streaming network. For our producer Jack Badsey, I'm Dylan DeCesare alongside Max Langer. And Max, what started out as a long shot has become more and more of reality as the season's ended. What do the Saints need to do to keep that reality going?
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. I think we thought that there was no chance. They were still not mathematically eliminated about a week ago, but here they are and just need a few more breaks to go their way. If they win this game and the Barons lose tonight at slow, 6 o'clock, the first pitch of that game, tomorrow's game becomes a must-win. So if you're the Saints, you got to do whatever you can to win this game. Get it to tomorrow and deal with that when it comes here. And they're going to go with some guys in the lineup, very similar to the lineup to what we saw 3 days ago against Orange County. This is the 3rd time in this week that these teams are meeting, so very familiar, but you got to get it done any way you can. Have to find a way to get the win.
Yeah, 1-1 versus OC this week. Tuesday when they were here, took a 5-4 loss. Wednesday miraculously kept their season alive with 6 runs in that 8th inning, and that was a win, 6-4. So looking to get the better of the Riptide this week, and here's the lineup to potentially do so. Leading things off, Braden Flores, then Evan Ryder batting 2, then 3 is Sean Asperger. 4, 5, 6 will be Carson Panarisi, Cannon King, and Owen Mangini. Then 7, 8, 9, Dylan Immel, Nick Nishiwa, and Brody Cheer, and they'll all go against the arm of Andrew Harbor.
Yeah, Harbor is a guy for Orange County this season. He has been a starter pretty much all year for them. 9th appearance, 8 of them. This is the 8th, have been on the mound to begin the game. He's thrown 20 innings, so a guy in the CCL, 20 innings is a lot of work. He has pitched a good chunk this season, and the ERA really good, 2.7. So Saints are going to have their work cut out against a guy who last pitched 6 days ago and went 5 one-hit innings.
A guy that could go for some length. First pitch strikes are a thing to look out for him. Slider, fastball guy. Mainly leads with that slider. It's not something you really see in this league. Very much a commanding fastball summer ball league. But the Saints will have to deal with it how they can. Braden Flores will be leading things off. Didn't play yesterday. Didn't get the start. It was actually Brody Cheer batting leadoff for the Arroyo Seco Saints. So very different look versus the San Maria Indians. But it was a 13-3 win back there in Pasadena. Ready for first pitch. Season on the line today. How can the Saints respond? First pitch outside. 1:04 will be first pitch start time, I guess you could say. My apologies. Harbor's already behind 1-0. Flores swings, lands in left field. He'll stay on second, so leadoff base runner and a hit for Arroyo Seco.
This is what Braden Flores has done all year. Attacks early in the count. He loves to flex the left hand on the bat to really remind himself of his timing, and right there, picture-perfect swing. Get the bat head to the ball quickly and just flicks it into left field. Exactly the way you want to start the game if you're the Saints. Have to get out to a quick lead.
You got the guy that throws a lot of strikes, lives in the zone. They want to be aggressive, get those bats going. Yesterday, the Saints did not strike out much. We're getting swings off the whole night, and eventually they started landing to that 13-3 victory. Now Evan Ryder up to bat in this 2-hole with a runner on first. Takes first pitch, first strike. Ryder making his 27th appearance of the summer. At one point was riding a 23-game hitting streak. That one ended here in Orange County on Tuesday. And then now he's on a 2-game hitting streak since then. Check back to first. Flores not going anywhere. Harbor, a USC guy. I don't know about the success USC had this collegiate season. A historical program as well. Only pitched 2 1/3 innings for them. An appearance in that Oregon State loss they had. Ryder swing and foul. Count goes, or rather, is 0-2.
One thing I don't see at this game is Omaha the Bat Dog. It's the bat dog that the Riptide have. She does, collects the bats for the Riptide. Also the Lake Elsinore Storm, which are the single-A affiliate of the Padres. But I don't see her here today. Although you can't really blame her. It is a very hot, a scorching day here in Irvine, and we are certainly feeling the brunt of it a little bit up here in the broadcast booth.
It is a brutal sunny day. Got a little bit of breeze recently, but it seemed to have subsidized. And now back to just heat. Ryder swinging out to right field. It lands. So back-to-back singles for the Saints to lead off this game.
Just 2 at-bats and 2 guys doing the exact same thing, flicking balls the other way. Flores to left, Ryder to right, and now 2 on, nobody out. This is how the Saints top of the lineup really likes to get things going.
Can choose to be as aggressive as they want, and Evan Ryder, a guy that strikes out a couple times, doesn't walk, so you know he's making contact or he's going down swinging. There, makes contact into right field, nestled beautifully in front of Zach Woodson, the right fielder. Speaking of the right fielder, we'll go through the defense for Orange County. Zach Woodson, aforementioned, he's in right field. Trajan Rogowski in center. Hunter Harrington in left. And around the horn on the infield, Ryan Castro at third. Matt Nacco at short. Second is Dennis Fitzpatrick. And then first, Alonzo Reyes. A bunt put down by Sean Asperger. Throw over to first in time, but advances the runner. That's selfless baseball right there.
Yeah, he'll take it, and a really nice play from Ryan Castro, who we saw in the DH spot on Wednesday. Matt Nacco was the guy who really terrorized the Saints defensively last Wednesday. Of course, Saints get the last laugh by winning that game, but this is a good bunt from Sean Asperger, even better play from Castro. But still, you'll take it if you're the Saints. Second and third, have to score here, and with Carson Panarisi up, a guy who had arguably the best game of any Saint yesterday, a perfect guy to do the job.
3 for 4, home run, 2 doubles that Brian runs, 4 RBIs total on the day, and that home run was scorched as well. Panarisi up the middle, gloved, checks the runner at third. Unproductive out for Orange County. Fantastic job by Andrew Harbor to induce that contact.
Yeah, great job to induce the contact, also to glove it. That's not an easy play for a pitcher when the ball's coming right back at you. And then the presence of mind to look Braden Flores back to third and throw him out. That was a lot more difficult of a play than it looked, and Andrew Harbor made it look easy.
Stayed within himself, didn't get ahead of himself, and now finds himself with 2 runners in scoring position, yes, but has battled back in this first inning to 2 outs. And now versus Cannon King, playing in his 28th game. Second on the team in average. Take that first pitch outside. Leads the team in home runs and CCL in home runs.
Yeah, this is a massive at-bat. Like, massive with a capital M. Like, this really is huge right here. You don't know how many scoring chances you're going to get off this guy.
1-0 to King. Here's the pitch. Swings it foul, off to the left. Yeah, also riding an 8-game hitting streak. He's been living in this 5-hole. We'll await the 1-1 from Harbor. King swings through. Harbor ahead 1-2. Saw it on Tuesday. The Saints left runners at third 3 times, 90 feet away. Couldn't get him through every single time. Left 6 runners on base that whole game. Struggles continued on Wednesday at home, but they managed to win that one 6-4, of course, coming through when it matters. 1-2, 2 outs for Harbor. Runners on third and second. That one high.
We talked about last time they were here 4 days ago Tuesday. What cost them that game to the Saints? Going 1 for 15 with runners on base, and already 1 for 3 here. But with 2 on, nobody out, not scoring in this inning would be a pretty big indictment against the Saints offense. So up to Cannon King to get it done.
Deuce is wild. Runners on third and second. Now an inside slider he takes well. Again, we talked about it a bit, but Harbor, a slider fastball guy, but really leads with that slider. Use that as his primary pitch, and that's not really common in the CCL. Full count. Third and second are the runners, 90 and 180 feet away respectively. King survives. Early danger here for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Looking to get a couple guys across. The Riptide found themselves in the situation on Tuesday a couple of times, but the pitching came through in the end. One of the best pitching teams in the entire California Collegiate League. Harbor with the long pause. Nods. 3-2. King. Lands in right field, gets over the second baseman. Flores scores. Coming around to score is Ryder. Saints up 2-0 early thanks to Cannon King.
That is a massive swing from Cannon King, and I thought Dennis Fitzpatrick at second base was going to reach up and grab it, but off the tippity top of his glove and into right center field. We talked about how huge of an at-bat that was when he stepped up, and Cannon King, as he's done all year, delivers.
Fitzpatrick gave it the best leap that he could, but just off the tip. And just like that, both runners score. Saints coming through with runners in scoring position. It's 2-0 early here in Irvine. And now Owen Mangini. And last time he hit here, it was a bomb. Swings through that one foul.
Yeah, Mangini, the lone guy to get a hit with runners on base last time. He was the one in the 1 for 15. And you said it, a bomb, 97 miles an hour, out to left field and deep, and two-run shot for Mangini. He's really played well after starting the summer off, maybe not to his expectations.
There were points in the summer where he had some games, mainly a midweek guy versus those affiliate teams, but with departures of Zach Lay, Jacob Freer, those are the two notable ones. He's become an everyday player in this last week, and he's on a hitting streak as well. He's just hitting pristinely. Mangini fouls it off again. That's the other thing. This guy, he hits tanks, either going yard or whether even it's a single. It's hard off the bat. The velocity is up there off the bat. So I believe the three hardest hits are him, Cannon King, and Carson Panarisi yesterday. Panarisi, that homer, went 106 to left field, which isn't common at Jackie Robinson.
No, that doesn't sound fun. 106 coming at me? Yeah.
I'm getting out of the way.
Getting out of the way, 86.
0-2. Mangini fouls it off. We'll go again.
Honestly, I'm probably getting out of the way of 46. Carr going 46? You know, I'm just getting out of the way of anything that's moving unless it's a person or an animal.
A person that's moving at a normal pace.
Yeah.
Mangini behind 0-2, looking to survive and drag on this at bat. Swings through, won't be a strikeout, got a piece of it.
And the win can't hold on to it behind the plate. Second life for the Saints.
Still 0-2. Something Mangini's really improved at is taking good at-bats and striking out a lot less and making contact in general. The contact's what's kind of been that silver lining for Mangini, but he's really brought it back in the back end of the season where they've needed him most. 0-2. Outside, Mangini leaves the slider.
And aside from the two runs, another thing they're doing really well is working Andrew Harbor, who I believe is not related to Stranger Things actor David Harbor, but it would be cool if he was. But they're certainly working his pitch counts.
It's one of the best things to find as broadcasters, the relatives, the siblings, everything like that. Mangini fouls it off again, back behind us down the first base side.
I was working a game, Fordham versus St. Louis, at Fordham last year, and I saw a guy on their team whose last name was McGuire.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, no way. Can't be. Looked him up. Mark McGuire's son.
Really?
Yep.
Where does he play?
SLU.
SLU?
St. Louis.
St. Louis? Love it.
Those are fun. But, yeah, they're making Andrew Harbor work hard, although not quite as hard as David Harbor had to fight those Demogorgons.
Big Stranger Things guy. Mangini, it's downstairs.
I'm not. Are they even called Demogorgons?
Maybe?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I thought you were a big Stranger
Oh,
Things
I'm not.
guy.
I'm not really. Everybody's seen it, you know? Have you seen it?
I've seen a bit.
Okay.
I didn't fall in love with it. I think season 1, tried it. It's not for me. It's not for me.
It's not incredible, at least from my perspective.
2-2 Mangini over to third, gloved, across the diamond. What a play. And that will be the inning. So Harbor gets out of it, but it's 2-0 Saints thanks to Cannon King bringing in 2 with a single. Bottom of the first, OC already down 2-0 here at their home, Great Park in Irvine. And now the lineup's going to have some lifting to do, and here it is. Trajan Rogowski to lead things off, then Ryan Castro going to Alonzo Reyes. 4-5-6 will be Tatum Marsh, Dennis Fitzpatrick, and Zach Woodson. Then Matt Nocco, Ian Nguyen, and Hunter Harrington will be 7, 8, 9, all going against Hudson Carvalho for the Saints.
Yeah, Mr. Hudson making his 6th appearance on the year. Pretty good, 4.02 ERA. And this is a guy who the Saints have really leaned on. Need him to be better here, and last time out, 5 one-hit innings against, I believe, the San Diego Bombers.
Yes.
And the Saints scored 14 runs in that game. So how about they just do that again, huh?
He had that run support, but he didn't need it. 6 strikeouts as well. I mean, showing electric stuff, a fastball, curveball guy, and that curveball is 12-6 as it really can come. Guy that goes to the University of Oregon, didn't pitch that much for the Ducks this year. Looking to have a bigger role next year with outgoing players. Going downhill, that one outside to Rogowski. One, two, Carvalho to Rogowski. And Carvalho's only allowed 1 run in his last 10 innings pitched. Second start of the season as well for him. Came mid-June, and since then has been a consistent reliever. Only had 1 real blow-up start. I believe it was versus San Diego, the Waves.
Got him.
Got the cut, and nothing. There's a strikeout. First one of the day for Carvalho.
This is an Orange County lineup, too, that, similar to what we've seen maybe the last 2 games, isn't going to throw out all their best players. They've already clinched the #1 seed in the CCL playoffs, as their graphic on the scoreboard in right field so distinctly shows at some points before the game. But this is a great opportunity if the Saints take advantage of it, really put the pressure on the Barons.
Now is Ryan Castro, the third baseman for Orange County, playing in his 10th game, 182 average on the season for Castro. So hasn't been swinging the best of bats, but looking to maybe get something in this back end of the season. Yeah, you mentioned it. Orange County clinching that 1 seed. That means they've made the postseason 9 of the last 10 seasons. So really showing their, I guess, elite status. That's a way to say it in the CCL South.
Yeah, they are.
Carvalho got the swing, gloves it, snags that one. Over to Mangini for out number 2. That's heads up from Carvalho.
Yeah, both pitchers making a really nice play on a comebacker in this first inning, but Hudson Carvalho, a little bit of an exclamation point right there. That one far over his head. He had to get up off the pitcher's mound to get that immediately after sliding his front foot forward to pitch the ball. So a really nice play and a big time to get 2 outs here in the first inning without any stress.
So an out by way of K and 1 that he fielded himself. Carvalho, solid start through the first 2 batters, but goes to Alonzo Reyes now, playing at first for the OC Riptide. Reyes, 17th game, 58 plate appearances for a .293 average. On base at .423. So in the upper echelon of hitters for this OC squad. 1-1 goes the count.
And I think if the Saints are going to miss the playoffs and not make it, you want it to be because the Barons won, not because you lost. You want to do everything you can to put yourself in the best position. So at this point, you just got to battle. Let the chips fall where they may.
In the center, cheer on it. 1, 2, 3, go down Orange County. And Hudson Carvalho cruising in this young outing so far. We'll head to the second.